Hey everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing okay, thank you very much for asking. I knew you were about to. I'm joking. So, we're going to do something a bit different in this episode, in that we're going to buy a truck. We only have one dealer available in Flagstaff, and I don't like the trucks that they have. So, what I'm going to do instead is purchase the bog standard model for, what's the cheapest one? 119. Okay. It's actually not the worst looking one, but I don't really like the inside or anything. And we can do a few trips in this, and then we'll find some more dealers, and then we'll buy a better one, if that makes sense. It's not the worst looking truck in the world, to be fair, but it's I prefer some of the other ones. So yeah, let's purchase this. Oh, let's change the colour, obviously. I'm not going to upgrade anything else in it. We'll keep it pretty box standard. Ooh, I like these. Oh, that is such classics. Oh yeah, it's 22 grand though, and I'm not going to waste 22 grand on paint. So we could basically. Silver's actually all right, isn't it? Yellow, green, grey, blue, red metallic, silver. So it comes in red. Silver looks quite nice, I think. It's £1,000 more. I'll treat myself to that. And we'll purchase this for 120 grand. Okay, so we will have our own truck now. So what we want to do is go and pick up our first job in our truck and try and find some other truck dealers so we can actually buy a truck we like. And then I'll hire a driver to drive this one round, and he'll make us money as we each day as we kind of go around. Look at those reflections in that chrome. Okay, so no more doing old jobs for other people. So this is what we've got. You know what? It's not the worst interior in the world. I quite like the colour of the seats. There's obviously nowhere to sleep or anything like that because it's not meant for that, but it's not terrible. Right. Job market. Freight market. So we're in St. George. We've been to Moab. We've discovered everywhere in Utah now. Let me have a look. No, because hang on. Why has it got? Okay. I think I might try and go to like Salt Lake City because I think there's probably a truck dealer in town here that we could find. So I might have a look. So if we got a freight market, that's going to take us from St. George to Salt Lake City. No, we could get to Moab. Or just a slightly larger city. Sacramento's fairly large, I guess, isn't it? Kingman, Moab. Just thinking about how much I can actually earn. We're on the freight market. So let's go to Moab. Maybe we can go from there to Salt Lake. We can find somewhere in there. Cool. So, new truck. Who dis? It's actually ours now, so we actually do have to look after things. it's quite nice looking actually. I like it more than I thought I would. I didn't like the higher end models, I think, which was the problem, but it's a lower end model. It's actually alright. It's a truck service place. Not a dealer. So yeah, we're out and about. Hope you guys are all doing well. We've got to think about our sleeping and our fuel now, which we have to actually pay ourselves and stuff, so that sucks. But otherwise we're out here on the open road, enjoying our life in sunny Utah. Life is good. As for my real life, that's terrible. No, I'm joking. It's actually fine. Still not moved into my home as I record this video, although it probably go up a little bit. I'm probably recording this a little bit earlier than it, so I may have moved in at this point, but I don't know. I have to wait and see. But yeah, still not moved in, so still... Oh god, sorry. Need to move my mouse so I don't keep knocking it. One of the issues with not having a desk is I do tend to knock my mouse a lot. So yeah, still not moved in, but I have been back to work for a couple of days this week, which sounds strange, as if like I have some sort of issue where I can't go to work, but the only issue I have is that my work isn't open. I record this on July the 4th, just to give you a little bit of like context, and today cinemas have been allowed to reopen in the UK, but my company decided not to. I think I explained this last episode, because the releases have been all pushed back, so I have at least another 2 weeks still furloughed, which is the term given when you're at home and you get 80% of your pay basically for doing nothing. Yeah, so I've been furloughed still for another 2 weeks, but I was in for 2 days, so I worked those 2 days, and it was interesting. So when I went in, I had to do stuff like check through all the stock and chuck out all the kind of out-of-date stuff. Had to do a load of like checks on things, make sure equipment, projectors, stuff like that was still working properly. Do kind of stuff. It was quite an intense day, the first day. I only did like 6 hours, but the other flip side to that is I had 4 hours of driving, because I haven't moved yet, so I still live very far away from work, which sucks. There's no getting around for that. So yeah, all in all, it was a good sort of 10-hour day, and kind of, as you can imagine, I was exhausted by the end of it. Yeah, we want to go to Moab. Okay, could I actually get the where's our truck? Here. Okay. It's this is an interesting little pickup. It's going to be even more interesting getting out with a trailer. Okay. Trailer is attached. We're going to be better off turning this round, do we think, or going around the outside? I think we can go round. I'm using this camera because it's just a lot easier to see. But as I was saying, yeah, so work was it was really interesting. I was exhausted when I got home. I was in bed by 8:30. Came home, had dinner, like chatted to my girlfriend, went to bed. Yeah, I got home at started at 9. I think I got home at about 5 because we finished about 3. Just realised I cannot get round here. but there does look like there's more space to turn at least. Cool. Okay. Okay, that's easy enough. And then the second day was pretty much the same. And it's so weird because it was like, I guess because it was not only physically exhausting, it was mentally exhausting to go back to work. And it really kind of opened my eyes to the fact that, like, work can be such a, we take it for granted sometimes, but it can be quite draining. You know, you turn around and think like, well, you can go out for a run or a bike ride or whatever, and you can come back and, yeah, you might be a little bit physically drained, but you're probably not mentally drained. But when it's both, it really hits you quite hard, I think. And it did hit me quite hard because, you know, from a mental point of view, there was loads of things I had to check, go through, you know, make sure I'm kind of managing the time. The second day wasn't physically tiring, but it was very mentally draining. I had to do like Zoom calls for my staff. I had like 2 sessions, which were like nearly 2 hours each, you know, of me just talking, you know, about stuff, answering questions, you know, about the return and stuff to work and stuff like that. And it was really quite draining. And then even on the Friday, I wasn't at work, but I still had some work to do from home. Still, we had a surveyor come round to survey the house for selling it, and yeah, it was just, like, there's been loads of stuff going on the last few days, and I barely managed to record a video. So I'm looking. This is the second video I've recorded today. I'm looking forward to recording a little bit. My girlfriend's gone to IKEA to pick up some stuff. What is that, buddy? What was that? That was cheeky as heck. Okay. Yeah, my girlfriend's gone to IKEA to pick up some stuff, so I'm just recording videos while I can, you know, get some done, and then I'll chill this afternoon, and tomorrow I'm sure we'll get up to some stuff. I will say though, like, one thing I have enjoyed about this kind of lockdown is, like, not so much to begin with, but certainly more towards the end, I think I've been more creative with stuff. So I've done, you know, some DIY stuff at home. I've done lots of this bit we go past every time, don't we? It still looks good. I've done lots of DIY stuff at home. Yeah, obviously been making videos on the channel. I've been making some slightly different videos. I think I've come up with an idea for another channel as well to do with my girlfriend, which I'm not going to kind of release too many details on, but it won't be gaming related. It'll be something else related. But I needed like a kind of portable camera for that, and I realised that I get my new phone upgrade. I think I spoke about it last time. I actually don't get it on the 5th of July. I actually get it, I think it's the 12th of July. I got the date wrong, but it's fine. And so I'll have my old phone to spare, and I'm going to use that as a kind of portable camera. So I actually already owned a Rode like mic. I think it's called like the Rode Mic Go or something like that. It's the Rosers, which you can attach to a mobile phone if it has a 35mm mic input, which the Pixel 3a does. One of the good things about it. And the Pixel 3a actually has a really, really good camera. It's, for its class, it's the best. So those two things would individually cost, you know, a good sort of £350-400, but I obviously just have them spare, which sounds like a weird thing to say, or will have them spare. So then I purchased a little grip for it. I purchased a little like hinge to attach the grip to the phone, and then the mic will sit on top of the hinge. And I also needed a different cable to attach the mic to the phone. But otherwise, and that cost me 30 quid in total. So I've kind of got myself like a really nice portable like camera with a decent microphone for 30 quid. I was like, I wouldn't have thought of that normally, I don't think, because I wouldn't have had the time. I've been reading about stuff a lot more, I guess, and like, oh, how do I do this, or oh, I come up with ideas about stuff, and it's been really nice to kind of do that. Whereas I think when you're busy, you're obviously thinking about work, thinking about home life, thinking about all sorts of things, and you perhaps don't think about how you can use things that you have to better effect. So yeah, the kind of startup cost of this channel I'm thinking of doing has been 30 quid, which is really cheap. When I think about how much I've spent on this channel, which I'm doing now, is ridiculous, really, and unnecessary too. You don't need to actually spend very much money to have a YouTube channel. If you've got a console or a PC, then you're 90% of the way there. But I was looking into perhaps using the phone as a webcam, but when phones are constantly on like that, they do tend to get very hot. So I was like kind of hesitant to use that necessarily. For if you stream, use your webcam for like 2-3 hours or something like that, it gets very, very hot. So I was like, I'll avoid that. My C920 will do for a while, and if perhaps my streaming does get better, I will invest. I know what I'd like to get, which would be probably a GoPro with a Elgato Cam Link, and it would cost about £300, which I don't want to spend right now when I have a C920 which does a decent enough job. But if, for example, when I'm streaming it, I do want to kind of take it to the next level, or I just decide I want to buy something, which is usually more what happens, then that's probably what I would pick up. The GoPro can then also be used as something else, and I'd probably have a 2-camera setup with my C920 it's like a slightly, I don't know what I'd use it for, but whenever I wanted, I'd use the GoPro as the kind of more full screen type of camera. So I've thought about this a lot, as you can kind of probably tell. I guess kind of going back to work, it was really weird to go back. The weirdest thing was, and I was in with my deputy, and she said a point which was really good, which was that it felt like only last week that we'd closed down the place, because it was so unchanged. It was so weird. It feels like this year time has just stood still. I came out. I went to a big meeting where all the cinema managers went to, and all the head office stuff like that, in February in Walsall. I probably talked about it on my channel. Walsall's just outside Birmingham. If you are not really familiar with the UK, Birmingham's a large city in the Midlands. Do you know what? I like this truck a lot. Maybe I'll keep it for a bit. I don't know. I don't think I will. I like to get myself something big and powerful, because I'm compensating for. But yeah, so I was in Walsall, and the company was talking about the year, about how it's going to be the best ever year, and things are going brilliantly, and we've got all this stuff in the pipeline. And it was only a month later that we were shut down, because of COVID-19. We were shut down. So it's been a crazy year, but it has just felt like life has been on hold in a way, and I've just kind of been pottering about. And some people will feel bad about that, I guess, and be like, oh, I feel like I should have achieved something, I should have learnt a language, I should have done this, should have done that. But honestly, don't feel bad about anything, because if you've come out of it and your mental health is intact, your physical health is intact, you're doing well, because it's been tough, for everyone. It's beginning to hit me these last kind of week and a half or so, I think, where I've been preparing to go back to work. Like, mentally, it's been taking its toll. of just how long it has been. It will be, by the time we reopen, it will be 5 months, which is insane. Like, I never dreamt when we first closed down it would be 5 months till we reopen. Like, I would have thought that was crazy. I thought it would honestly be about 6 weeks, and it's just been mind-blowing how the world has changed in 4 months. It's honestly been mind-blowing, and still will probably continue to change over the next few months or so. So I just realised I was doing there. My girlfriend just sent me a picture of massive queues outside IKEA, which she's queuing up in. So, yikes. Yeah. Not so good. I did want to get a... I need to get like a small little desk to have my PC on, because I have a desk, but it's really only large enough for like my monitor, which is pretty big. It's a 32-inch monitor. And my keyboard, speakers, all that type of stuff. It's not really large enough. You could fit your PC on there, but it's not going to give you a huge amount of space. So I wanted like a small desk just to the right hand side of it to mount my PC on. This is nice, actually. What I like about this truck compared to others is it doesn't go fast enough for me to worry about speeding. When we were going like 85 miles an hour like in a truck and it felt crazy. Well, this feels fine because we're not powerful enough to go any faster. Maybe this is what I should do. I should just have like less powerful trucks. Although we are going to overtake this guy. See you later, sucker. I don't know what I've got horn. Oh god. Okay, we made it. Didn't realise that was coming up. This is beautiful though, isn't it? I love this. I love Utah. It's incredible. Oh, I want to go through that tunnel. It's not on the road, but it's pretty cool. This is pretty cool though. It's dropped down to below 65 now. But yeah, I was saying about the desk, and I have this whole conception of how my new kind of office space is going to be, and it'd be so nice because when I started my channel, I was working out of one room in a flat. I had my bed in there, it was my bedroom, and I had my desk set up in there. And now I'm working out of a room, but it's not. It's my girlfriend's reading room. It's not set up for anything. There's no point setting it up because we're moving. So I feel like for the first time in the 3.5 years that I've been running my channel, I will have a setup that I truly feel like is a kind of professional space to be working in, and it will be set up in a professional way and all that type of stuff. And that's really exciting. My channel's not big in any way. I don't put in the views, subscribers that is it anyway going to dictate that my channel will be any larger than what it will be right now. But like, to have everything just set up nicely in a professional way will just not only free up time and effort and not feel like such a drag, but also just, whoa, cool bridge, dude. Whoa, that's cool. I feel like we're really going very fast, but we're not. Anyway, yeah, it would be really nice to have that set up, and obviously for the streaming and everything like that, to have that set up and in a professional way and everything like that. It's just going to be so nice. Like, I just cannot wait. I think about it every day. Every day. But then again, I don't have a lot else to think about right now, do I? What's going on up here? Okay, he hit me. I indicated. I'm not having that. That's outrageous. £480 down the drain. Runaway truck ramp. Oh, okay, cool. So if your brakes go, you can pull off safely there. How many times has that had to happen for them to build the runaway truck ramp? This is quite a nice view, actually. Okay, slow, slow, slow. The police are there. Hello, police officer. Wasn't me. It's nice around here, though. I wonder how hot it gets in Utah. I'm going to imagine exceptionally hot. Okay. You stop pissing about and actually get delivering. Running a serious business now. Why are we going to Salt Lake City? Hang on a second. Is Salt Lake City like 1 mile? Oh, I guess like the turning for it. Probably. Yeah, that just worried me for a second there because I don't want to be driving the whole wrong way. But yeah, going back to work just for a moment, it's like it's going to be so weird to go back and do like a full week. As I said, I did 2 days. I'm really going to have to kind of manage mine and my staff's like ability to go back, because when we're doing proper 8 hours days, doing 5 days in a row was never a problem before, but going back certainly for the first few weeks, like I just got a feeling I'm going to be going to bed at 8:30 like every night for a week. That's why I really want to get as many videos as I can get done over the next couple of weeks while I'm off, so that maybe for a couple of weeks I don't have to think about recording anything. That would be really nice. I don't know how realistic that's going to be, but if there is a slight disruption, there's a slight disruption, it might well be that I just play something easy, record videos and that, whether it's something like this or... Oh, I just turned the engine off. Or Football Manager, something like that, and rather than all the different like videos that I've been doing at the minute, to get a bit more variety. Or whether I miss the odd day here and there, it's just something that's going to happen, really. There's a lot going to be kind of going on, but it did also feel good to kind of get back and do like a couple of full days, and with the driving and stuff, and be like, yeah, I can still do this. Even though I was tired, I was like, I can still do this. Because there's also that worry where you're like off for so long, just are you even like mentally able to process everything that's going on now? Are you going to be the same person who's I'd like to think I was good at my job before. Am I going to still be good at my job now, or has my brain and my body just switched off for 4 months and not done anything? So it was good to get back and actually kind of get on top of that, I think, and realise that it actually worked out pretty well. So I was very happy with that. But I totally appreciate as well, like, I'm kind of maybe sound like I'm moaning about it, but there are people who've been working like non-stop. I wouldn't say it was a choice for me to get furloughed. It obviously wasn't. It isn't a choice to get furloughed, but there are a lot worse things that can happen. And I wonder how as well, like, what I would have done if I didn't have this channel. because this has obviously kept me sane in a way of like doing something vaguely meaningful over the period where I haven't been where I've been furloughed. Because if I'd just sat here and just played video games, I think I'd be feeling pretty worthless right now. That isn't to say you are, absolutely not. As I said before, you got to do whatever keeps you, mentally, physically sane. But I know I would be feeling a lot worse than playing video games and making it for a channel. Even though I make very little money off this channel, I'd get very little views, that type of stuff. At least I've done. At least I can kind of walk out of here and turn around and say, yeah, I did something. I didn't totally waste my time, I guess. I feel like that. And again, it's not wasting your time to do anything, to do nothing, because so long as it keeps you sane, if it doesn't, then change it up. But it does feel pretty good. And shit. Oh, we're okay. Is there a garage up ahead? Could be, we'll have a look at that after we drop off the cargo. What's he got? Oh. I think I might want a truck like that one, the Optimus Prime style. It's quite a nice truck, but I didn't really like the high-end model one, and obviously I want a high-end model one. So low-end models though, these look pretty good, these Internationals. I've never heard of the brand before, American Truck Simulator, so you have to tell me if they're a popular brand in the US. To get into this lane, I think, because we're going to be going left. I think it's a garage actually off to the right. And that's just it's not a dealership, is it? It's just a truck service with a smashed up truck outside. Bitumen. I'm very tired now as well. Like, in the game sense. I'm actually absolutely fine. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. So our maiden voyage in a new truck went pretty well, apart from that car smashing into the back of us, which I still maintained was not my fault. Yeah. How is that not? Okay, fine, it's not totally straight. Okay. Oh, that was actually ready. Doesn't look right, but I'll take it. Okay. Didn't get a rank up then. Okay. So, there's no truck dealership around here. I think we want to go to Salt Lake. But we're going to do that next time. Try and find a truck dealership. I should be using my mouse. It's a bit easier to... So I think that's probably a truck dealership there. There could be one there. Though it doesn't look like there's enough room. Oh, that looks like there's one there. Is that a Kenworth? So Price looks like the place. Don't know about Kenworth trucks. I don't know what truck I actually want. I'll have to look it up. we'll find it. But I'll do that off camera. For now, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.